What fool thing is Johnny doing now with his free will? Well, happy Canada Day weekend, everybody. Here we go. Lee Hacklin, private investigator in the PTA team. Here we go, chapter 4. I shook hands with Danny and Julie. They sat in my client chairs. Julie was in her 20s, dressed like Madonna from Desperately Seeking Susan, and her smile was engaging. She laughed and said, "Personers, very progressive, Mr. Hacklin." "Lee's fine, I'll start on coffee." Alice gasped, "Coffee triggers cancer cells." "And women who wear army boots," was Danny's reply. She beat me to the punch. Probably a good thing, too. Alice shrieked, "I fought for my country with honor and distinction against the communist horde. And where were you, Lee? Or is that short for coward, Lee?" "I tried to enlist. They wouldn't take me. I have asthma." "So you say." "Oh boy." Danny was wearing a simple black dress with a string of pearls around her neck and black high heels. Why so many women around the world torture themselves by wearing those things is one of life's great mysteries. Julie said, "Alice, please, you can give it a rest once in a while." She spoke with a charming southern accent. "Lee, our sons are juniors at Morse High on Staten Island. Perhaps you read about Principal Colton. Colton, 50, was playing tennis at South Beach. On his way to his car, someone stabbed him to death. There were no witnesses. Well, there probably were, but the fearful outnumber the righteous." Alice barked, "The police are striking out. Will Colton was that rarest of breeds, a good man. We're here as a bottom of the barrel. Last resort. If it were up to me, I'd round up all of you cop wannabes, you pretend heroes, and lock you up in a Siberian gulag for the rest of your worthless lives." She leaned back in my swivel chair. It broke. Oops at Daisy. She fell out to the side, shoulder rolled to her feet. Wow, and assumed a fighting stance. "You knew that would happen. I'm so sorry. I get my chairs from the Salvation Army." "You're not sorry enough." She charged me like a crazed bull. I stepped to the side. Like a runaway train, she torpedoed towards my open window. I grabbed the back of her shirt just in time and pulled her back. "Get your man hands off me." Danny chuckled. "For God's sakes, Alice, he just saved your life." She sat on the floor and burst into tears. "Nobody loves me. I've never been on a date. I hate men, God do I ever, but I need one. I don't want to die a spinster with a house full of cats." I sat on the edge of my desk, put my elbows on my knees, and linked my fingers together. "Dr. Hacklin is in, and this is his diagnosis. Nuts. I'll take the case. As for my fees, I'm malleable. Alice, none of us knows what tomorrow will look like. All of us in this room have at least one thing in common. We're still alive and we're relatively healthy. We must be doing something right, right? Oh, make your stupid peanut butter sandwich, choke on it, and die." Somewhere in the world, there's a man wandering through the desert. He's dying of thirst. Another man approaches him and offers him a glass of water. The man dying of thirst takes the water and throws it in his face. Then he buggers off and dies a few hours later. Some people are just wired that way, and nobody can change them, other than themselves. Thanks for watching. Don't forget God loves you, and so does Johnny. Cheers, and happy Canada Day weekend.